Welcome back, deep divers. Ready for another plunge?
Always eager to explore the depths, you know me.
Well, today we're heading to a place that's about as deep and mysterious as it gets. Antarctica.
Oh yeah, a continent that's basically synonymous with uncharted territory, both geographically and in our imagination.
Right. Icy mountains, endless plains of white, and secrets, possibly buried for millennia.
It really is a prime location for conspiracy theories to, well, flourish.
Flourish indeed. And that's exactly what we're diving into today, the most intriguing theories swirling around Antarctica.
The kind of stuff that makes you question everything you thought you knew.
About history, about technology, about, well, everything, really.
Buckle up, listeners, because this one's going to get pretty wild.
All right, so first up, let's talk about Atlantis.
Ah, yes. The lost city swallowed by the sea. Or was it?
Some say that the real Atlantis isn't under the ocean at all, but under the ice of Antarctica.
Now that's a twist. What's the thinking there?
The theory hinges on the idea that Antarctica wasn't always a frozen wasteland.
Makes sense, geologically speaking. Continents drift, climates change.
Exactly. Thousands of years ago, it could have been a very different place, temperate, maybe even tropical, with a thriving civilization, Atlantis.
And then, boom, some catastrophic event, a pole shift, a sudden ice age.
Flash freezes the entire continent, burying Atlantis under miles of ice.
Okay, I can see how that would explain why we haven't found it yet.
Right, but there's more. There are these ancient maps, supposedly, that show Antarctica looking completely different.
Like before it was covered in ice.
Yeah, showing coastlines and even rivers that don't exist today.
Interesting. But maps can be misinterpreted, right? Especially really old ones.
Of course. But then there are these weird magnetic anomalies in Antarctica and stories about strange structures detected beneath the ice.
The kind of structures that look like they were made by, well, someone.
Exactly. So you have to wonder, what if the evidence for Atlantis is literally locked away under the ice?
It would mean rewriting history as we know it. Our timeline of civilization might be completely wrong.
It's a pretty mind-blowing idea, right?
Absolutely. And it speaks to that human fascination with lost civilizations, those echoes of greatness that has seemingly vanished. What if we're not the first advanced civilization on Earth?
What if we're not even the most advanced?
Chilling thought. But let's move on from ancient mysteries to something a little more recent.
All right, next stop, Nazi Germany.
Oh boy, here we go. Everyone loves a good Nazi conspiracy theory.
This one's a classic. The idea is that the Nazis weren't just exploring Antarctica during World War II, they were building secret bases.
Secret bases, huh? For what?
Well, the theories run wild. Some say it was for developing advanced weapons, maybe even flying saucers.
Flying saucers, come on, that's a bit far-fetched, isn't it?
Maybe, maybe not. We know the Nazis were obsessed with occult stuff, with ancient technology, with achieving ultimate power.
True enough. And they were definitely interested in Antarctica. They sent multiple expeditions there.
And they were notoriously secretive, especially about their research.
So what are we saying? They found something in Antarctica. Something important.
That's the theory. Something they wanted to keep hidden from the world. Maybe something they used to develop advanced technology.
And maybe, some even say, a place to escape to after the war.
Right. There are all these rumors about high-ranking Nazi officials disappearing, maybe fleeing to their secret Antarctic hideout.
Okay, I'll admit that's a pretty good story.
It is, isn't it? A blend of history, mystery, and just a hint of paranoia.
It makes you wonder if those official records about research stations and weather experiments are really telling the whole story.
What if the truth about Nazi activity in Antarctica is much darker, much more dangerous than we've been led to believe?
A secret history that could still have repercussions today.
It's a chilling thought. Now, prepare for an even bigger leap from Nazis to aliens.
Oh wow, we're really going for it now.
Some people believe that Antarctica is home to an alien base.
An alien base. In Antarctica. Why there?
Think about it. It's isolated, it's remote, it's largely unexplored, perfect for keeping a low profile.
I suppose if you're an alien species trying to observe humanity without being detected.
Antarctica would be a pretty good choice. And there have been a lot of UFO sightings reported in the region.
UFO sightings. But those are notoriously unreliable, right?
True, but there are also these strange anomalies that have been picked up by satellites. Things that can't be easily explained.
And of course, there are always the whistleblowers, claiming to have seen evidence of alien activity.
Some even claim to have seen, like, massive structures under the ice. A whole alien city.
A city. That's pretty out there. But hey, if we're talking about aliens, why not go big?
Right. So the question becomes, are we truly alone in the universe? Or is there another intelligence out there watching us, studying us, maybe even manipulating us from their hidden Antarctic base?
It's enough to make you look at the stars a little differently.
And maybe question every plane you see in the sky.
Speaking of ancient history and hidden civilizations, there's another theory about Antarctica that deserves a mention.
Oh yeah, the one about a lost civilization that predates our recorded history.
Like a civilization that existed before ancient Egypt, before Mesopotamia.
Maybe even before the last ice age. Remember we were talking about how Antarctica might have been a very different place thousands of years ago?
Right. Warmer, more hospitable.
Some believe that an advanced human civilization thrived there, one that possessed technology and knowledge that we can only dream of.
And then, something happened. Maybe a natural disaster, maybe something else entirely.
Whatever it was, it wiped them out, leaving behind only ruins buried under the ice.
So what's the evidence for this? It seems like a pretty big claim.
Well, there are those strange artifacts that keep turning up in different parts of the world. Things that don't seem to fit with our current understanding of history.
Out-of-place artifacts, they call them.
Exactly. And then there are those ancient maps again, the ones that supposedly show a different Antarctica.
The same maps that people use to support the Atlantis theory?
Some of them, yes. And then there are all these myths and legends from different cultures around the world. Stories about a lost golden age, about a time when humanity possessed incredible knowledge and power.
So what happened to the civilization? If they were so advanced, how could they just disappear?
That's the big mystery, isn't it? Maybe they destroyed themselves, maybe they were wiped out by some natural disaster.
Or maybe, just maybe, they left behind a hidden legacy, something waiting to be discovered beneath the ice.
A legacy that could change everything we think we know about our past.
It's a tantalizing thought. It makes you wonder what secrets that frozen continent holds.
And finally, we come to the theory that ties all these other theories together.
The one about a global conspiracy of silence.
The one where governments around the world know about all these secrets in Antarctica, and they're keeping them hidden from the public.
Why? Why would they do that?
Knowledge is power, right? And maybe some of this knowledge is too dangerous, too disruptive to be shared with the world.
Too dangerous in what way?
Think about it. If the truth about Atlantis came out, if we knew for sure that aliens were visiting Earth, if we discovered evidence of a lost super civilization,
It would shatter our understanding of history, of science, of everything.
it could lead to chaos, to panic, maybe even to war.
So, the powers that be decided to keep it all under wraps.
That's the theory. They've restricted access to Antarctica. They've silenced anyone who tries to speak out about what they've seen. They've created a wall of secrecy around the entire continent.
And what about all the researchers and explorers who've gone missing in Antarctica over the years?
Accidents, they say. Disappearances. But what if they got too close to the truth? What if they were silenced?
It's a dark thought, but it's not entirely implausible. We know that governments have kept secrets before, secrets that have had devastating consequences.
So the question is, what are they hiding in Antarctica, and why?
And are we ready for the truth, if it ever comes out?
It's a lot to think about, isn't it?
It is. It makes you question everything you thought you knew about the world, about history, about humanity's place in the universe.
And that's what we do here on The Deep Dive. We explore the mysteries, the conspiracies, the things that make you think, that challenge your perceptions.
And Antarctica, with its frozen wastes and its hidden secrets, is a prime location for these kinds of explorations.
So there you have it, deep divers. A glimpse into the world of Antarctic conspiracy theories.
From lost cities to Nazi bases, from alien encounters to global cover-ups.
Whether you believe any of these theories or not, they certainly spark the imagination.
They remind us that there's still so much we don't know about our world, about our past, and about what might be out there beyond the horizon.
Keep those minds open, deep divers, and keep exploring. Until next time.
Stay curious.